Hello kids, welcome back to the channel. This is Pranav, your Western music teacher, and I'm back with a lesson. Now today we'll be digging deeper into the theory section that we started picking up in our previous lessons. Just to give you a brief recap, what we talked about in our previous lesson was, we talked about what a C major scale is, we talked about the diatonic scale, we talked about the octave scale, what is the difference between a diatonic and an octave scale. We also started talking a little bit about the intervals and what are they named and how to understand them, and I gave you a bit of a pre-cap for the future lessons that I'll be talking a bit about harmonies. And now what do you understand by harmony is whenever you accompany a melody line with a chord progression, that chord progression is known as the harmony of that song or that piece that you're playing. For example, if you play any Bollywood song and the chord and it has around 3 to 4 chords that are being played throughout the entire song, then that chord progression will be known as the harmony of the song. So how harmonies are constructed and how you can build up your triads, that means 3-note chords from the given major scale, we'll be talking about in this video. Okay, so now here if we take a look at this text document, we can understand that there are basically 3 possible types of chords that we can build up from the given major scale. For this example, we'll be taking the example of the C major scale because it has all the natural notes, no sharps and no flats, so it becomes very easier for you to understand. Now in this lesson we are not talking about the suspended chords that we'll be talking about in further lessons. Now there are total 3 types of chords that can be formed from a major scale. They are the major, the minor, the diminished. Now how a major chord is formed and what is a major chord and what is a minor chord. So whenever you play a major chord, for example if you play a major chord on guitar, A major or C major, it will always sound a little bit happy. That is why the name major is given to it. And if you play a chord that is minor, then it will sound a little bit dark, a little bit sad. So that's why a lot of sad songs, they start from the minor chord. Now if you take a look at the diminished chord, it sounds very disturbing, very dissonant, and it can be used creatively in the chord progressions, and it can sound nice, but if you isolate it and if you just play only a diminished chord, then it will sound totally disturbing and useless. Now how to form a major chord from a major scale? Now the formula is the root, major third interval. Now if you don't understand what a major third interval is, you can refer to the previous theory lessons. Now the formula is the root, major third and the perfect fifth. So for example, if we take the C major scale, the C major chord formula will be C, that is the 1, the major third, that is 1, 2, 3, that is the E note, and the perfect fifth, that is the 5th note from C, D, E, F and G. So the chord becomes C, E, G. Now if we look at the minor chord, then the formula is the root, minor third and the perfect fifth. Now again, to understand how a minor third interval works, you can refer to the previous lessons. So for this scale we'll be taking the example of D minor chord. So the notes in the D minor chord are D, F and A. So how you can find them in the C major scale is D, then here's the minor third interval F, then here is the perfect fifth interval, that is A. Now for the diminished chord, we are taking the 7th note from the C major scale because the 7th chord is a diminished chord in any major scale. So in this case it's B. So the formula for B diminished is B, B, D and F. So the formula is root, minor third and diminished fifth. Diminished fifth is you just take the perfect fifth and take it down a semitone, so it becomes diminished fifth. So the formula for diminished chord is root, minor third and diminished fifth. So in this case, for B diminished chord, it becomes B, D and F. So that's it for today's lesson. I'll be talking a little bit about how to form suspended chords, suspended 2, suspended 4, and different other variations of the chords, and what are inversions, that we'll be talking about in further lessons. So till then, you just stick to what you have been taught so far. Do revise them daily, do practice daily, and do like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any doubts, you know what to do. You just have to post them down into the comment section. And enjoy your learning time, and happy learning.